Greetings everyone, welcome back to SMOOREZ Japan special part 3 thing. Yay! This last part's probably not going to be too interesting to folks, but I just want to show you some collectibles and some little knickknacks and stuff that I got while I was in Japan, which, can you believe that I left for Japan 2 months ago? Where's the time gone to? I have no idea. But there it is. The first part was a bunch of junk smartphones, the second part was more smartphones, and then this part's just rambly, fun looking at oddball things that I got while I was in Japan. Nothing too spectacular, but I just thought I'd do part 3 because I said I'd do part 3. And a couple of things. I don't remember how much I paid for a lot of this stuff because it's just all very random and all over the place. The second thing is I don't remember where I got some of the stuff from, but I'll try and remember as best as I can. And the third thing is I'll probably have to work this out in categories. For example, like stuff from gacha machines, collectible cars, etc. But I think I'm going to show you stuff from gacha machines first, which if you don't know what the gacha machines are, I'm going to show you one. I didn't get this from Japan, but this is exactly what they look like. If you've watched my channel for a long time, you know that I love miniature stuff. I love miniature versions of things. It's just so cool. And this I picked up from AliExpress. I couldn't get this over there. Probably could have if I looked hard enough, but I couldn't find it. This is a gacha machine. It's tiny. Let's go for a bit of a zoom in. Okay. So this is a gacha machine, and essentially what you would do is you would put your 100 yen, or 200 yen, or 300 yen, or 400 yen, or 500 yen. I don't think they go past 500 yen. And you put that in there, and then you just... And eventually... there we go. You get a little... Gacha, or Gasha. It's Gashapon or Gashapon. And then inside is a little surprise, a little mystery prize. And my friend said something to me while I was in Japan that I absolutely 100% agree with, and that's these machines are the things you win on 100% of the time, because the actual claw machines and arcade machines you barely win on. These at least you win on every single time. You get a prize. Yay. But with this one you just put that back in there. I'm just showing you all that this is a gacha machine, okay, so you get familiar with it. Oh, I gotta put that back in there too, because these contain so much cool stuff that's only available in Japan. This is on AliExpress at the moment. I think it's $18, I think, for this, but it is well worth it. You've seen it in the thumbnail that I've got this big server rack thing, and you're probably thinking to yourself, SMOOREZ, you built a miniature server rack. You're damn right I did. Presenting this mayhem. Where do I begin with this? I was in Kyoto, I believe. There was just this big place filled with all of the gacha machines. While I was looking through them and stuff, I found a series of this. And these are miniature servers based on the real deal. And for, I think it was 500 yen, you would get a server, a couple of pieces of the server rack. You'd also get cables as well, and some came with an additional power strip and some other little bits and pieces. But I got a couple of them first. After I got a couple of them, opened them up, went and had some lunch, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to grab the rest of them. So I went back and I think I spent $25 all up for the initial run of these. I got the blue, silver, purple, and the dull, I believe. Then I found that other gacha machines had more accessories that would fit into this theme. So you can see that there is a little LCD in there. That's from another machine itself. Then there's the headphones and the gaming mouse. That's from another machine itself. Then there's a mini PC in there, just down the bottom there. That's from another machine as well. So this is made with a whole bunch of different ones and different series and stuff. And I did find Series 2, and I only got one. And Series 2 is right there, that little one there. But I'll just try and show you what's going on here with this. But if you want to purchase these, you can actually find them on AliExpress right now. You can purchase the entire set and build one of these yourself. So if you're an enthusiast with servers, or you just like miniature stuff, this is an awesome thing to have, because you can just have it to the side and go, look, I've got a server. And I know that these cables really don't make sense and stuff. I've kind of just plugged them into wherever just to give it that sort of look of it's a server. And I've also tried to do spaghetti as well at the back here, just to make it a bit more authentic. But look, you get a little power strip, and you get another power strip there. So I've just plugged them all into places, and the PC has little connectors and stuff in there. It's just cool. Isn't it cool? It's rad. And there's also I forgot. There's also an external hard drive connected to the mini PC just there. It's just that little fella. This is literally insane how cool this is. But there is a Dell PowerEdge server, and you just pop it out like that, and you can see that this is it. That's what it looks like. I mean, it's all plastic and stuff, but the fact that you could build your own little server rack, it's just fun to fiddle around with. But there is an Apresia. Don't know what Apresia is. Never heard of that before. There's one from Cisco. The purple one is upside down. That's helpful. Extreme Networks, that's what it is. I will say that the little cables to hook this all together, they're really, really, really finicky. But the greatest thing is, though, each capsule contains some extra pieces and cables and stuff. So if you do happen to break one, you can just replace it with another one and off you go. But yeah, unfortunately, this little cable has come out, so I got to just kind of stick it back in there. I'll probably have to dab a bit of super glue and then stick it back in there, but it should be all right. There you go, it can just sit in there. The green one is from Series 2, and that is a Furukawa Electric. See, I don't know what these are. I know that's a PowerEdge, but I don't know what specifically these models are. I'll have to get the instructions out and show you. I don't know where I got the monitor and the PC from. The headphones and the mouse were from the machines at Akihabara. When you come out of the train station, go left, there's just a whole bunch of them. That's where I got them from, but I don't remember where I got the LCD and the PC from. If you do get one series, you'll get just that much of the server rack. But because I got an extra blue one and part of Series 2, I was able to get more of them to extend the rack and then have another shelf with the PC and all that sort of good stuff. Isn't it just cool? It's amazing. And you will also find that the power strip does come off all the time, and you will have to sort of click it back into place like that, and it just sort of stays there. But you can see how detailed they are. I mean, it's just painted on and stuff, but it's some good quality stuff. There's little organizers there to tie down the cables, but I kind of just left it messy, because why not? We'll just make it look like a real server, just spaghettis. Let me find the instructions for it, because I've got a big bag next to me with all the stuff, and we'll have a look at the little sheet of paper. So I found the extra bits that I've got, which is just a shelf, a little stand, and there's just leftover cables in there. And the instructions, so this is the first one. This is Series 1. You'll see that that's what it's supposed to look like. And you can see that there's a laptop in there as well, but I had to buy a laptop off AliExpress, but it's kind of a little bit too big. Like here's a laptop here, and then here's the server. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of the same size, I suppose. I don't know. I just thought a tower in there would be a lot better. But the 4 systems you get, Aprecia Systems NP3000, the Dell PowerEdge R760, the Extreme Networks 5720, and the Fortinet FortiGate. Is that what I got? I don't think I did. Maybe I've got different ones from different sets. I'm actually confused. I think that the machine that I got most of them from had Series 1 and Series 2 in it, and then I've went to another machine and then got Series... I am so confused right now. Holy moly. Because then there's a Cisco one there, which that's what I've got. I've got the Cisco one, I don't have the Meraki, and then I have the FetolNet thing. So I've got a mishmash of 2 different series in there. Which I kind of knew that, but I didn't know it was that mishmashed. Just agree with it at this point in time, okay? Don't worry, it's from Japan. But you can see that each one you get little bits to build the server rack and stuff. You get cables and little organizers and all that sort of stuff. But apart from me being proper confused, that is the server rack. And I probably could get more from AliExpress if I wanted to keep building it. But I think leaving it like that, I'm happy with that. It's a happy mess. It is. It's a happy accident, a happy mess. And I could have got a keyboard for this as well, but I didn't get that keyboard. I've just rambled about this for like 20 minutes. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing that though. I'm just going to put that over to the side with the other bits and pieces and stuff, and we'll continue on because I have another piece that I can put with this. I just choose not to. Which this is actually part of the headphones and the mouse. And this is a little chair. Look at this little chair. You'll put that there. It's a Toy SP. The seats have the seats actually leaning just like the real deal. That's what happens to gaming chairs after you sit in them for a while. They end up going like that. This reclines all the way back, which you can put an action figure in there if you want to. So I could potentially put the seat with the server rack and have some little bloke sitting in there just fiddling around on the computer or something, potentially. I don't know. But this set, let me show you this one. This one comes with the monitor, but that's a gaming monitor though. The chair, external hard drive and a keyboard, the headphones and the mouse, which is what I've got, the tower itself, and then a little gaming desk. I tried this 3 times. I got the chair the first time, and then I got headphones and then headphones again. And then I gave up on that machine because I thought it was rigged. I didn't think it was rigged. I think I just had notes left over. Probably would be worth having that near that, to be fair, because it's all computer related and stuff. Staying in line with technology, I have boop, boop, and boop. So these tiny little payphones from Japan, they're really cute. I mean, everything's cute at this point in time. I think these were 300 yen. I'm not going to display the little counter up the top saying how much I paid for them and stuff because I've just lost track of them. Don't know where I got them from. These were just scattered throughout Japan, and I really wanted to collect the whole entire set, which, as you can see there, you got the one from 2016, 1996, 1986, 82, 1972, 1985. I know I got 2016, 86, and 82. I did get another one, but I already gave that to my mum, and it was just another green one. These aren't just static, you know, telephone things. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Okay, so the little cable, look at that. Boop, it's a telephone, and they just hang it up there. Look how cute it is. And the buttons actually push in. Like, not that you can see it though, but they do push in. And that there, that actually moves. The little coin door. It's so detailed. It's amazingly detailed. And yeah, that's a little hang up thing as well. I actually didn't put the sticker on, I've just realized. Yeah, there's a little sticker doodad up there, which I don't remember how this goes actually. Does it go on top of it? I think it goes on top of it. That'll do it. That's pretty good looking. And yeah, you can see on there, what it's got all the writing on it and stuff. And just oh, hang on. These are designed for ants, okay? There you go. Isn't that just adorable? And it's kind of like, do I put these on display or do I just leave them in their little capsules? I don't know what I should do. So here's the first one that I got, and this is the 2016 one, I believe, but this has a braided cable, and that just hangs up like so, and there's all the things in there. See, the buttons do push in, you can kind of see it. A little coin door opens. That unfortunately is a little bit crooked, but I'd probably be able to pop this open and fix that, most likely. But I've put the little sticker at the top there, which I'm fairly sure that's where it goes. I'm not too sure. And then the oldest one I have is this yellow one, which I haven't even opened yet. I've been back from Japan like a month and a bit, and I haven't even opened it. It's still got the sticky tape on it. I wanted to play around with all the stuff I got, but I'm like, no, I need to save it for a video so then I can show everyone and be more excited about all the stuff that I got from there. Ah, yep, that makes sense, doesn't it? And this is what this one looks like. There we go. So once again, I got the wee, and that's a very, very standard one, isn't it? Wow. You put your yen at the top, and then you boopity bang, and boop bang, and that's hang it up. That's when you finish talking to whoever you have in Japan, and it's fun. And the little coin door. Numbers also pushing as well, and there's no sticker with this one, so it's all just applied there for you. Aren't they just adorable though? They are adorable. If I could have got the whole set, I would have. I would have loved to have got the whole set. But hey, I'm happy with what I've got. I am zoomed so far in. This is probably the best detail you'll see the mouse mat. The fibers are fused to the head. When we're sitting at a train station waiting for the bullet train, I don't remember which station we were at, there was a payphone in the little waiting area where we were at. I'm just like, I've got a miniature version of that. I know it's so silly, I'm sorry. Moving on, we still have more technology stuff. Like this right here. This was from the Kinshiko Mall in Alina's Mall. There was just a whole big gacha place, and I went there on one of my lone visits, and I seen this, and I went, oh, that's pretty cool. This is an Anker power bank. I thought it was a radio at first, but it's a power bank, and I actually own one Anker product, and I believe it's a knockoff, I think. It's a battery charger. The logos are different. Yep, told you it's a knockoff. This, I think, was 300 yen or something, but I was going for... Oh, can we see the rest of them? Oh, what? There's no... What? Oh... So the lineup is... Oh, the sound... I wanted the speakers, but I couldn't get the speakers. So instead I got the Nano Power Bag? No, the Powerhouse. I don't know what I got. What is this thing? It is something, but you know what it does? You just take this little bit of plastic out, and there's a little switch there, and look at this, where, oh, it's got a light, it's got a light, it's got an LED built into it. How cool is that? So you could just boop, boop, boop. Okay, I'm having too much fun here. I'm probably having the most fun now since I'm done with smartphones and stuff. I'm having a look at all the little extras that I got. So this is just cool. I'm going to be saying that a lot through these. It's just cool, but it's just a little tiny power bank. I'd probably go with the server, actually. That could work. I also got gacha stuff, not from gacha machines. Does that make sense? I got them from Hobby Off. So you can go to Hobby Off and there's just like a whole entire wall of just like stuff from gacha machines. And I did purchase some loose stuff, which I will get to. This is something really cool. If you're old enough, you may remember this format. The mini disc. Does anyone remember mini disc? I thought it had 69 on there for a second. It doesn't. This was from Narita Airport while we're waiting. They just had these. Yeah, 300 yen, 5 to collect. And they're just little mini discs. That's it. And I haven't even opened it up. So I assume it's like a little bracelet. Yeah, it's like, you know, it's a little bracelet. You can wear it. Might strangle you possibly. So it's probably for a bag or something. But that's a mini disc in there. It's just a little piece of cardboard in there. Isn't that cool though? It's a little tiny mini disc. I've got a mini disc player out in the garage. I don't know where it is though. It's just nifty. It's just a little disc encapsulated in a little thing, which, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of a UMD from the PSPs. So they had the mini disc format and then they reused it for the PSPs as UMDs. Never thought of that until now. I'll just put that with the rest of the pile of gacha things. My friend got some gacha stuff, but I got a lot more than he did. I have an empty gacha, so I can put parts in them. Let me have my fun, okay? Because I have another one there. Oh no, I've taken a bunch out. Some of the server stuff was in these empty ones. I've just got them for the whole fun of it. You never know. I could use it for something. And then I have a gacha inside of a gacha. Also, it could be gacha. No, I'm pretty sure it was gacha because it's Gacha World. It's okay, I'm a gaijin. If I'm not saying it correctly, I apologize. I know where I got this one from. This was at Universal Studios, which, oh boy, Universal Studios in Japan. So my friend and I were super excited to go there. He wanted to go to Super Nintendo World. We got there at like 11 o'clock, I think, on a Tuesday. We entered in, we had our tickets all paid for and stuff. We walked in and Super Nintendo World was closed. It was full for the day. And we were just like, that sucks. So we walked around Universal and we're like, we're done? But we're done. And we went out. We were very disappointed. However, there was a redeeming factor. We went to Nintendo World the next day, I think it was, in Kyoto, and that was definitely worth it. So I've got some Nintendo Museum stuff. When we walked out of Universal, there was just a place that had some gacha machines, and I seen this and I thought, this is pretty cool. It's mini tech. Of course I'm gonna say yes to mini tech, but look at this, look at this, look at this. Let's have a look at the instructions first. Well, not the instructions, but the little pamphlet doodad thing. There's just a whole bunch of camera models, which there's an old one there, which I don't know much about cameras, to be fairly honest. I use a camera and that's it. The whole idea with this one though is it's yelling at you, or is that tell, or is it just L with a leaf? I have no idea. This is a DSLR. I mean, it's not super detailed in terms of like branding and stuff like that, but it does have like the hot shoe mount and buttons and stuff. Not that the buttons do anything though, but the lens itself just bop like the real deal. You just lock it into place and then boop, and it's pretty bright. I'm not gonna lie. Look at this. That's from a tiny little gacha. I'm not going to complain, it's pretty cool. And you can actually see through there, the viewfinder, so you can be like, oh, yep, and then, boop. Oh, and actually you can't really see through the viewfinder, I've just realised. Because it doesn't go through there. But it's a cool little novelty though. I think that was like 300 yen or something like that. It's my memory of Universal, that I went to Universal and walked out of there and was more interested in the gachas outside of there. Yeah, if you want to go to Universal, I'd say you'd want to go when they first open, but it was just frenzy. Like, there was people everywhere, and we didn't think it'd be that busy, but it was just full of people, full of tourists. I mean, you know, of course, we would have loved to have seen Super Nintendo World, but, you know, it is what it is, isn't it? It's okay, though. We still got to see plenty of other stuff over there. Just would have been cool to have a proper look in Universal without all the people just everywhere. So, let's move on to this. It's still gacha stuff, which I think the majority of the video is just going to be gacha. So this is from one of my favourite Silent Hill games, Silent Hill 3. This is Robbie the Rabbit. I actually have a Robbie the Rabbit Medicom figure, as well as a replica Lakeside Amusement Park Robbie the Rabbit as well, but I seen this at the Gacha place in Alina's Mall, and I went, oh, that's cool. I would have wanted the pink one, but I'm happy with grey. I'm happy with just one of them though. But yeah, you could have got pink, green, yellow, purple, blue, and grey. And I got grey. And yeah, it's from Silent Hill 3, which as a kid, I liked Silent Hill 3 a lot more because the graphics just looked a lot more realistic for Silent Hill 3. And I think I just felt better immersed in the game. But now that I'm a lot older, Silent Hill 2 is my favourite because of just how well done the story is, and then playing the remake really made me appreciate Silent Hill 2 a lot more. But still, Silent Hill 2 and 3 are very close to me. I have the, I was going to call it the Icon of Sin. It's not called the Icon of Sin. Seal of Metatron. I've got that tattooed on me as well, just as a bit of memory. I've also got the red squares from Silent Hill 2 tattooed on me as well, because just cool games. But yeah, it's a cool little Robbie the Rabbit. Could put it on my keys or something. But see, the thing is, right, most of these are meant for keychains and stuff. I wouldn't want to wreck these or anything like. I mean, if you live in Japan, you can just replace it. But I wouldn't want to have these on a keychain in case I damage it or something. I don't want to do that. I have reasons. Here is something from Narita Airport. We were exploring the terminals because we had 6 hours to wait. Oh, was it 6 hours or 7 hours? I don't even remember. We went from terminal, I think it was 3 to terminal 1, and we went in there and there was a Nintendo little doodad thing going up because of the new Super Mario Party. Oh, I have no idea. I'm not into that sort of stuff. I have no clue. But they had these gacha machines and they had Famicom controller, Super Famicom, and then Nintendo 64. I think my friend got a Nintendo 64 one, I'm not too sure, because that's his favourite console is the N64. I got a standard Famicom one. I should have went with Super Famicom, but I think at this point, I didn't have that much money left on me, so I only got one. I would have got a whole bunch more, but I just got this. But I got Select and Start of the original Famicom. Would have been cool to get the D-pad though, because that would have been a cool little fidget toy. Having that is still pretty good, and I think this was 500 yen. I think it should show the rest of them. Oh, and there's a secret one too. I didn't realize there's a secret one. And oh, this is Famicom and then NES, and then the other ones were there as well. As I said, would have loved to have gotten more, but I'm happy with just one. It's okay. It was near the end of the trip and would just want to get home, to be fair. If I'd seen this earlier somewhere else, I probably would have bought a lot more, but that's okay. Got a couple more like this. Now, this was from Kyoto, I believe. I am a big Friday the 13th fan, which I think many of you should know that I'm a fan of Friday the 13th. Pretty sure I've mentioned it before. But these are little rings. Well, not little rings, but actual rings of Friday the 13th. Jason masks. Jason Voorhees. The one I really wanted was this one here. This is Jason Goes to Hell. Now, this video is super rambly, I know, I'm sorry, but Jason Goes to Hell was, I think, one of the first Friday the 13th movies I'd seen, and it holds a special place in my heart for being that Friday the 13th film that has nothing to do with Friday the 13th. If you've seen it, you know what's going on. I do like the box art for this. It looks sick because the snake's going through the mask and stuff like that, so that was one I really wanted. I bought 3 of them and didn't get it. That's the Jason Goes to Hell mask there that you see for all but like 5 minutes total in the film. So this mask would be part 4 because it's got the axe mark in there, and this would be the clean part 3 mask, I would say. It says it right there, part 3. So yeah, it's part 3, and then that should say final chapter. With purchasing 3 of them, I thought my chances are really good. I got final chapter, which, you know, well, I was okay with. Final chapter's fine. Then I also got Jason Goes to Hell, just the mask itself. And then my last one I got was another one of these that I've opened up and I've got it on display with all my other Friday the 13th stuff. You know, they've got some heft to it. I think these were 300 yen each, but really would have loved the snake one. That just would have been so cool. They do fit on my fingers. I don't remember which finger it fits on. Here is it more in detail if you want to have a look at it, but I don't know why I like this sort of model of Jason so much. His mask is just fused to his face and it's just really cool. It just fits on my index finger. It's super, super small. So if anyone's got really big hands, you probably wouldn't go too well on this, but you do have the optional little keychain thing that it does come with if you want to use it as a keychain, but you can just use it as a knuckle buster if you want. I don't know, it's up to you. Could also potentially put that on a figure too, and you can have a metal mask like he does on the box art. I'm sorry, I'm rambling to myself. I'm having too much fun here. Do you want to see how many gachas are? Oh, you can't even see how many. Oh, that's fine. Don't worry. There's gachas everywhere. Are you thirsty? You should be thirsty now, because I'm going to show you some thirstiness. No, wait. I don't know where I'm going with this. That's okay. So these were from Narita Airport. We were sitting at Gacha World. That's where we were sitting, waiting for our flight. So these are little Fanta doodad things, and you can have a bunch of them. You can have a Fanta can from the 1990s or 80s, Fanta cup from the 80s or 90s, a contemporary bottle, a 1970s Fanta bottle, and a 1960s Fanta bottle. Is Fanta in America? I don't know. See, Gashapon, that's what the name is, Gashapon, but I think it's Gacha as well. You can call it both things, I believe. But this is the 1960s bottle, which I haven't even opened, but I can show you all. That's what that looks like. If you know mini brands as well, I love collecting mini brand stuff and getting mini versions of stuff. Essentially, this is like this, except it comes with a little billboard. And yeah, that's the little Fanta bottle there. Looks pretty neat, looks nifty. And then I got another one, which is this one here, and I believe this, is this the can that I got? I don't remember. That's what I mean. I haven't looked at any of this stuff since I basically got home. I've been waiting to have a look at this properly. So it is the cup, the CUP. And then this is what this one looks like. It's a little Fanta cup. And it's got the Fanta with the ice blocks in there. And you get a little Fanta thing in there. Yeah, we have Fanta here in Australia. It's made of real oranges. I think that's a lie, actually. Oh yeah, Fanta's part of Coca-Cola. Completely forgot about that. Couple more gachas left. And then we can move on, because I got another MC gacha just there. Just put that with the rest of them. We got some cool ones here. I think these are all cool. I've already said that though. So this was, I remember this was from Kinchiko. And I did see these, you know, scattered throughout Japan. I was like, oh, I should get more of them. But I think there was only just this one that I liked. And I'll just double check. Oh, it doesn't say. Just has the colors there and that's it. Okay, so what this is a mini watch. It's an ice watch, which I've never heard of ice watches before, but they exist. And this is like a real display one. And if I grab this out of here, you'll see that this is a tiny little watch. You can wear it as a ring if you want to. It doesn't function, which is sad. It's just more of a little, you know, decorative piece sort of thing just to have with the rest of your stuff. You can be like, hey, look, I've got a little mini watch. Speaking of mini watches, when I seen these next ones though, which they're not from the gacha machine, I got these from Hobby Off. It's just they're part of this category at the moment. I was really stoked to have found these. I did buy 3 of them originally. I gave one to my mum, but I got these. I've still got one in its bag, okay? This here, take a look at this. This is a mini Casio watch, calculator watch as a ring. This is just insanely detailed. I mean, it's only just stickers on there, but it is insanely detailed. And, you know, you can just, like, I mean, because it's plastic, it'll flex a little bit more than the metal. This was, I believe it was like 300 yen for this one. And I got a gold one, which I think was 300 yen as well, potentially. But this is what they look like in their little display. And this was 550 yen. If I just crack this one open, this is that little Casio with the little map on there and stuff. And I don't know about watches. I'm not too familiar with them, but I just know that it's cute, it's adorable, and it actually is fairly tight, so I probably shouldn't do that. But yeah, this was $5.50 for this, and seeing them, it's just like, wow. You just don't see these. They're just extremely detailed for what they are. Really, really cool pieces to have. And just a bit of, I don't know, we're speaking of like stuff you can wear. I used to wear a lot of baseball caps back in the day. I don't do it much anymore though. But this is a New Era replica hat. And look, you can even see the detail in the sticker there. You can see the stitching, the New Era cap there. I don't think it's meant to be damaged there. But like the stitching inside of it and the New Era writing and stuff inside is just insanely detailed. And yeah, you got the baseball cap there. And Reed told me that this was from a baseball team that isn't good or something. So for you Americans out there that are probably watching and going, oh, SMOOREZ, why have you got that? I don't know. This was the only one that they had at Hobby Off there. And I got it. Got a little stand there. Really neat, nifty, cool. Like it. If you were to ask me what my favorite gacha stuff is, obviously it'll be the server. But then coming sort of second, I would say that the watches would be second. Then third would probably be the Friday the 13th rings, maybe? I don't know. I don't know, to be fair. I like all of them. Put it that way. This was from a gacha machine, but I bought it from Hobby Off. This is a mini Pacman arcade cabinet. It's adorable. Too bad it doesn't have like miniature controls on it and stuff, but that just would have been cool. It didn't have any of the stickers on it. That was all in the little baggie from Hobby Off, and I put all the stickers on and stuff. It's part of the Pacman Museum. I didn't see any of the other ones, but of course I got the OG Pacman cabinet, which is really, really cool. I don't really know much about like Super Pac-Man and Pac-Man Battle Royale and stuff. I just know Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, and that's really it, to be fair, which Miss Pac-Man isn't even here. To have a tiny little arcade machine, because I've got a couple of like little Pac-Man, like working Pac-Man machines, so this was just a real neat little thing. Of course I'm gonna grab that. Don't know how much it was though. And then speaking of tiny little machines, here is this. This is a little poker machine, and this is probably the most expensive gacha I bought that wasn't a gacha. This was at, I think, Shinjuku, I believe we're at. And we went into, I think it was called Yellow Submarine. I think the place was called. And they had this on the shelf just with random stuff. And they have a coffee, the little poker machine, a cup of coffee, a bread, and more coffee, I think, and a little lounge. Whoa. And this was 990 yen, so $9.90 for this. Most expensive gacha, but it's extremely detailed though. I mean, you can almost smell the wood grain. Okay, you can't smell the wood grain, but it just, yeah, it's really well detailed. You can see like it's even got a curvature for the CRT. I wish we had more of this stuff here in Australia, because I'd go crazy for this sort of stuff. It's just so cool. I also just realized that I could potentially use the empty gachas to put the gachas in the gachas, so then I have gachas in gachas. We agree with that? I think we should agree with that. Let's s'mores have fun. I'm having fun. Are you having fun? I don't know if you're having fun, but I'm having fun. So I can put my little Pac-Man in there, and there we go. See, now I could have fooled you all and just put them in the gacha balls and then CDR got them out of a machine, but that's called lying, and I don't like to do that. Also, you were supposed to recycle the gacha balls. There was a little doodad, you put the ball in there and it goes down a little thingamajiggy and then it recycles it, but I didn't do that. And I've just realized that I've been saying balls for like the last hour. That's okay. I have this gacha, but I'm gonna save this for the end, okay? When we're done with gachas. My friend won me this. He got it from one of the random machines. Well, he didn't win it for me, but, you know, with gacha machines, you win every time you put coins in. So, I guess it's winning. Is it winning? I think it's winning. And he got this for me and said, there you go, review that on your channel. It's the smallest brick game console that I own. So let's have a look at this. So this is, the Game Box disc. Okay, it could have got red. Could have got me red, Anthony. But you got me pink. Oh, you know, you had no choice. But yeah, these are just brick games. It's super simplistic, and it's probably got a little tab in there. Yep, it does. Oh, that's off. Okay. Oh, and then you can play. Oh, what am I doing? Where's the Tetris? Can you even see that? What am I? Oh, I'm the blocks shooting the blocks. That's pretty cool, isn't it? There's not a lot of circuitry in there. The batteries are worth more than anything. And you got a little piezo speaker in there and the circuit board and stuff. Not a whole lot to it. I don't need to do a full review on that. You've already just seen how that works. So I've got a couple more loose items coming up. One thing that you'll notice in Japan is that there's not a lot of bins. Quite often, when I would buy a drink in the morning, I would be carrying that bottle of drink around with me until almost the end of the day because I just couldn't find bins. I ended up finding a bin in form of this. It's a little miniature bin. It's very cute. This was a $1.65 from Hobby Off, and it's just a little detailed bin of bottles and trash there. Consumables. No, not consumables. No, that is the word I think they used. But the little advertising there, look at them. They're just like, yep. That should... Oh yeah, this is a JD line. There's a little train map there, which we did see plenty of. I don't know what that's for, actually. I don't know what line that is. No clue. I haven't taken that out as of yet because I think it looks better in its little display, but I finally found a bin in Japan. Yay! But I'm pretty sure that could be used as like a diorama or something, like a piece of a diorama. Then I have this, which is a coin slot. That actually could work as a coin slot if you dremeled out this, and you've got like a backing as well, and then some adhesive to adhere it. And this was from Hobby Off, and I'm thinking, where could I potentially put this? Haven't thought of a place yet. Been home from Japan for like a month and a half, and I still haven't figured out where I should put this. I mean, to be fair, I haven't been thinking of where I should put this, but because I played a lot of claw machines and arcade machines while I was over there, when I seen this, I thought, this will be something I can remember Japan fondly of how much money that I spent on arcade machines. Yep, spent a lot there, but I had fun. The main thing is that you have fun. With all the arcade machines and the luck that's with them, as long as you have fun, that's what counts. So I've got another one here from Hobby Off, 550 yen, but this is just super cool though. Here we have a bunch of retro stuff, so like retro toys. Well, retro toys and appliances, I guess. I think that's part of Ultraman, potentially. Then you have the little car there, little bloke delivering stuff, a little kitchen set. I did have this, but I gave this to Mum. I shouldn't have given that to Mum. I would have loved to have had that and kept that in my collection, because it actually came with the little vinyls that you could put in there, but I kept the camera. And there's a little charger there. It looks like a Dodge Charger, actually. This is what you get. You get a little Nikon camera. That's super detailed. This is good stuff. And the best part is, look at this. The lens comes off. So it's DSLR. Rad. You take this little piece off, and then you can stick the little light in there, and now it's a, you know, it's got the little light and stuff, and it also comes with the duster for the lens, even though it's just all made of plastic though. It's, the whole set is here. I just... I'm sorry, I'm having too much fun here. I think it was one of the last times I was at Hobby Off and I've just went, oh, I'll just buy all these little bits and pieces, it's just cool. And yeah, I'm happy. I would have loved to have got more of these little retro sets, but that's the only ones I found. I think the kitchen set was there, but I didn't get it. I have a keychain from Hobby Off. It was 550 yen, which I'm not sure if this is official merch that they sell in Hobby Off, or if this was secondhand from Hobby Off. Does that make sense? You know how Hobby Off is selling secondhand goods? Someone traded in the Hobby Off keychain. Does that make sense? That does make sense. But I got something to remember the word off stores. And all the time that I spent in book offs and hard offs and hobby offs and Yep. Got a hoverboard too, which I think was pretty rad. This was, I think this was 200 yen. They had coloured ones in Hobby Off, like coloured little baggies. And then you'd see that at the top of this big wall of them, they'd have the prices at the top, and I think this was, yeah, 220 or something. Just a little Back to the Future hoverboard, just a little rubber one, you know, not too special, but I love Back to the Future, big fan of it, got plenty of DeLoreans, you probably know that by now, and it's just a cool little detailed hoverboard keychain. I know I spent too much while I was in Japan, but when's the next time I'm going to be back there? I wanted to just use up all the time that I had there to the best that I can, and just have fun. And I did. I had a ball over there. I had a blast. It was great. So here is one of the more expensive gachas. That's not from a gacha. This is something that I have not built. I have not looked at. But I recognize the movie though. This is a diorama for the film. It came from Beneath the Sea, and I think this was a 400 or 300 yen one, I'm not too sure. It doesn't come with the little paper as well, which is unfortunate, but this is, you know, a part of the bridge, you know, the bridge, I don't know the bridge, sorry. And then you got the octopus, see, his octopus, he has his legs, actually, if he's an octopus, why does he only have 6 legs? Maybe it's maybe the film tells me, but I assume that he would be climbing up the eating that. Would that make sense? Is that what he'd be doing? He'd be climbing up the little tower and he'd be eating it. He'd be eating the bridge. I haven't seen this film actually. I just know of it. So I think, yeah, that goes in there. And hang on, S'MOOREZ is building stuff. Hold up. Yeah, I think that's how it goes, like that. So then, yeah, he's just nom 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 nom. Yeah, it's got some trademarks at the bottom here. 2002 Columbia Pictures. Yeah, Ray Harryhausen, the dude who done, you know, the skeletal animation. I don't remember the name of the film. He did a lot of stop motion animation. That's what he did. That's pretty neat, though. I mean, I like B movies and stuff. I was a big fan of Ed Wood when I was younger. Watching his films was just hilarious. The Tim Burton film, Ed Wood, was really good as well. That's something that I need to rewatch again, actually. I don't think this would go any other way, to be fair, because like he wouldn't be No, he wouldn't be that way. He'd be going this way. He'd be climbing up the bridge and he'd be num-numming it. Does that make sense? That makes sense to me. So the last one here, this was from the Tokyo Skytree, but it wasn't the last one I bought. The last gacha that I bought would have been the Fanta ones from Narita Airport. But this was at the Tokyo Skytree, and you would just get a mystery one. I think there was 600 yen each, and you would get a part of a building. And what I got was this building. I think it's a government building, I think. It's just a building that looks like a NASA rocket, to be fair, like something you'd find at NASA. Yeah, Metropolitan Government Building number 1. I would have loved to have got the Skytree, but you can't really choose. You just have to get the little mystery ball. It's not in a machine, it's just in a little basket. Yep, just got one of them, and that's what I got there. Metropolitan Government Building number 1. Completed in 1991. Yeah, I mean, it looks cool though, but I haven't seen it before. I know the Skytree, and the Skytree lit up as well, and the Skytree Miyabi version, whatever that is, Tokyo Tower, National Diet Building. Okay, and the gate there, that's, yeah, for the big market. I do have a picture of me touching it. Boop. So how much money did I spend on gachas? I have no idea. How many do I have? I have too much. My whole desk is now cluttered with them. I think most people are going to say that the server rack was the best. I don't blame you. The thing's cool. Let's move on to stuff that I won out of claw machines. Part 2 in part 3. So this is another mini claw machine. This was pretty sure it was at Kyoto. And there was a whole bunch of little tiny claw machines. And they're the ones that are super violent, which, if that makes sense, they're violent claw machines. The claw just goes down and just... But the thing is, the claw machines, they don't really have good grip. I think I probably spent about 30 bucks on this thing. It was not worth it, but I was going for another machine, but I ended up getting this one. I didn't realize just how small this thing was until I got out and I'm like, oh, look at how cute it is. There's not much to be looking at. These are the 4-way claw machines. A lot of these everywhere. They just have them stacked on top of each other, and you put your coins in, basically sit on the ground to play these ones or stand up playing these ones, and that's it. Really shouldn't have spent that much money on this though, but yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? Should have just found it a hobby off cheaper, but yeah, there's no stickers, no nothing. It's just, the box is more impressive than that, to be fair. Prepare for some really strange stuff that you can win out of claw machines in Japan. I don't remember exactly where I got these from. It was just somewhere. I know this was from Kinchiho Mall. This is a hamburger Rubik's Cube. Which, you got the sesame seed bun on top, and I don't think it's actually a hamburger, actually. It's oh, I don't know what that is. Are they all different? I think every side's different. Yeah, every side's different. So that looks like chicken. That looks like, I don't know. That looks like, I don't know. And that looks like, I don't know. I think I won this in like 2 shots. The thing weighs nothing, so of course the claw was able to pick it up pretty easy, and there you go. But that's not weird though. You can win French fries. You can win French fries out of a machine. You've got a whole claw machine just full of these, and you can usually get like 3 or 4 in one hit, depending if, you know, the claw machine's in a good place and if it's got good strength. And I think I got 3 in one shot though, but I got 2 French fries, which they are realistic, aren't they? If you put these in a Macca's chip packet without me not watching, I would pick this up and shove it in my mouth and probably spit it out and go, what the fuck is this? Because it's just, it looks so realistic. But you know what else is realistic? Chicken nuggets. Oh man, now I feel like chicken nuggets. Holy moly, I feel like a 24 pack of chicken nuggets with McChicken sauce. This is just another machine that had a bunch of chicken nuggets in them. They're made of rubber, obviously, but they're just super realistic. I mean, imagine walking around and you just whip out your keys, go to unlock your car, and you got a chicken nugget hanging off it, man. I think it's pretty cool. And these are all part of Real Kitchen series, because then we have like a spicy chicken nugget, I'd say, because it's a bit orange. It's probably got something spicy in there. It's got Colonel Sanders' secret herbs and spices, which I met Colonel Sanders. I asked him what his secret herbs and spices are, but he didn't answer me. And then I've got one with ketchup on it. This one's really cool, but this is a more spicier one with, yeah, ketchup on there. Just bet you feel like chicken nuggets now, don't you? I think I got these 3 after like the 4th shot or 5th shot of just playing a claw machine, because there was like a whole bunch on the end, and the claw would go in and just pick them up, sort of thing. One was picked up and then it caused an avalanche. But it's not the weirdest thing I got out of a claw machine, because I got an egg. Yep, I won an egg. I don't know why, but I've won an egg. That's the weird stuff you can win out of claw machines in Japan. Don't question it. You can win some really weird stuff in claw machines in Japan, trust me. There is one more item that I won out of a claw machine, which this will lead us on to our next section. This took me way too many tries to win. I'm a big fan of die-cast cars, always have been. I love collecting Hot Wheels, Matchbox and all that sort of stuff. I got plenty around. In my first actual camera tests that I did for the channel, I actually took photos of the Mitsubishi Eclipse from the Fast and Furious. It wasn't Hot Wheels, but it's a die-cast car. And this was in a machine in the Kinshiko Mall, Alina's Mall, and I think I probably spent about $50 on this machine, trying to just get one. So I went there the first time, gave up, and the second time I went there, gave up, and I think it was the third time that I went there that I eventually got one, and I'm like, oh, thank God, I don't have to play this machine anymore. But yeah, I won a Nissan Fairlady Z Nismo, and I could have bought one of these for about 800 yen, $8, but instead I wanted to win one out of a machine. That was difficult to win. It's a bit more detailed than Hot Wheels stuff. I've got to say the Tomica stuff is pretty good. Like, you've got the Nissan badge on the back there, you've got the Nismo just on the back there as well, and sort of, you know, some red detailing. It's a pretty cool die-cast car, no moving parts though, but it still looks pretty cool. Just shouldn't have won it out of a machine though, but I just wanted to prove to myself that I could win one out of a machine, and I did. Let's also have a look around the packaging, because we've got a happy dog there. He's just chilling. Then we've got Pacman on the side trying to eat a square that's got a laser beam going through its head. Does that make sense? That makes sense to me. And this was, yeah, number 88, new 2024. I actually don't think I've seen this in any other shops, to be fair. I think it was only in the claw machine. I have a bunch of cars. Let's have a look at some cars. So then I have the Pontiac Firebird. This is Smokey and the Bandit Firebird. This is Hobby Off. I think Hobby Off, potentially. That looks like a Hobby Off security. Yeah, that's a security sticker from Hobby Off. This is number 21, and I've still got the plastic in here, so you can have a look. That's Smokey and the Bandit. Well, it's not Smokey and the Bandit, it's just, you know, it's just a Trans Am. The door's open. Ah, the door's open. See, I didn't know about Tomica stuff. I bought some stuff in 2015, and I just bought these, but I didn't know the extent of Tomica stuff. So you've got these, which are just standard. Then you've got the Premium Series, which has more details. And then you've got the Vintage Neo, which is like the absolute top of the line looking cars, which I've got one of them and I'll show you it. I don't know how much this was, but it's a Pontiac Firebird, you know, a wee sort of thing. I don't know. This segment's probably not going to be that interesting to you folks, but I love toy cars and stuff, and it's just the details and all that. It's really, really good. And you can see the dash and the seats, and it's got gold rims, you know, because that's cool. I had to cheat with this one. So I went to the Tomica store at the Skytree. I went to the Tomica store at the Tokyo station. Then I went to several Toys R Us. I went to all stores to try and find this specific Tomica car and couldn't find it anywhere. Number 10, Toyota Crown Police car. It was out of stock everywhere. I left Japan without one, so I had to buy this on AliExpress for like 18 bucks. But I really wanted it, and I got it. So this is the current police car that's in Japan. Seen plenty of these. So the real ones have a bit more of an extension on the roof. This one just has the siren on top. But this is what they look like in Japan. They're really cool. I just wanted a replica one so I could have, you know, with my collection. I couldn't find one. Everyone was just out of stock. This doesn't count, but I mean, it does count because I was looking for it, but then had to buy it on AliExpress. Super detailed police car in the Premium Series. See, I bet if someone tried to look for these now in Japan, you'd find plenty of them. They just didn't want to have them because I was there. Two standard ones, just in packaging. That is a 370Z Nissan police car, which I'm pretty sure they actually did have 370Zs as police cars. There's number 61 from Toys R Us. I don't think I'll ever open these, to be fair. And you got a GT R34 Nissan Skyline, which has like a... What is that? It's like a visor? I don't know. The police cars in Japan look sick. And the fact that they've got like Skylines and 370Zs just racing around is mad. What was the quote in Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift? If you go over like 140, they don't come after you or something. These were at Toys R Us, and I think there was like 550 yen each. So $5.50. And I got this from Book Off. No, Hard Off. No, Hobby Off. One of them. This is a Toyota Crown... Toyota Crown? No, it's not a Toyota Crown. It's a taxi. It's a taxi, S'mores. Toyota Crown Comfort. I really wanted to get a ride in one of these taxis, but unfortunately didn't get there. It has opening door at the back. That's the seat you'd get in. Yep, really wanted to get in one of these taxis, but yeah, we got in the vans instead. But see, it's got taxi written on it, and you got the lights, and got the little Toyota badge just there. You can't even see it, but just there. And the Crown Comfort. They're really bulletproof looking cars though. Fairly detailed. I mean, I wish the interiors were coloured or something, but I can't complain too much. But this one's from 2007 supposedly. I mean, that's what it says on the box. Moving on to a Toyota Camry Sports unmarked police car. Part of me thinks that I won this from a machine, but part of me thinks that I purchased this out of impulse, potentially. I don't remember. But yeah, this is number 31. And it just looks all something like that. It's not too bad. It looks alright. Paint's a little bit off in some areas, but you know, it's okay. Are these EVs? I'm pretty sure this is an EV, isn't it? Looks like an EV, potentially. It's got suspension on it. It's a car. You know, it's a room. This one's not that exciting. They get exciting though. Well, they might get exciting. Itty bitty Tomica car. It's a Taito car, you know, Space Invaders. It's just adorable. Look, just cute. Because then I have another one here. And this was 110 yen, and this is a Toyota Crown Magister patrol car. Yeah, from Hobby Off this was. And it's just a miniature version of a miniature of a miniature of a miniature. It's just adorable. Look at that. See, that's what they're supposed to have on them, but they don't have those on the Tomica cars, on the models. But that's what the real ones would, you know, they'd zoom past you and they'd have this little big thing for the sirens. I think there's like speakers built in there or something, but hey, this looks pretty detailed for what it is anyways, considering it's that small. Oh, it has a little doohickey thing in here. I didn't see this. Oh, look, is it a whole set? Is the Taito one part of the set? No, but there is a bus, some SUVs, there's an Impreza there, another Impreza, some dump trucks, GTR there. That's the van there that I got to the airport and back, and another GTR there, and bus and all that sort of stuff. That's pretty cool. Is it Tomica? I'm pretty sure this is Tomica. Just the stupidly mini versions of it. You'll have to tell me if you've fallen asleep at this point in time. I'm pretty sure most of you have fallen asleep or just went, nah, I'm done, S'MOOREZ. You're showing cars now. You're too old to be playing with toy cars. I know, but I'm allowed to. Then we have another small one. It's itty bitty. This is a Toyota Prius. And this is a Wonder, which I wonder where this sort of fits, because this is even smaller than these. So this is the smallest car I got from there. And I think this was from Hobby Off for like 300 yen or something, but it comes with the display box and everything. It's just, this one's really cool. Even though it's a Prius, no hate against Priuses, but I'm not a big fan of you. It's just really neat to have this little diorama with the rest of my little cars and stuff. Do I have good reasons for this stuff? I don't have good reasons to it. The next two are near and dear to my heart. It's a Maccas Ford Ranger, I think. No, it's a Hilux. Of course it's a Hilux, mate. The back opens like that because you can load your Maccas stuff in there. If you go on a Maccas run with your mates, you get in your Hilux and just... I believe this is a Maccas toy. Yeah, it is. It's a Maccas toy. You would put the stickers on yourself, and obviously the kid that put the stickers on just didn't do a good job, and I don't want to rip them off and redo them again. But you can't see inside of it. It's just sort of, you know, it is what it is. It's Maccas though. That's why I like it. And I think this was like 110 yen at Hobby Off. But it's not the only Maccas one I got, because I got this. Now this is, it doesn't say, but I would say it's probably Tomica, most likely. It's a... The brand starts with F. Fuso? I don't remember the brand. But yeah, this is a Maccas truck. They've got the Happy Meal there on the back. Open this up and bam, you've got Maccas in there. Well, actually, no, that's not anything to do with Maccas, to be fair. There's the Maccas part there, not there. You'd probably have to put these stickers on yourself, potentially. Probably got a bunch of them when you bought them. 110 yen at Hobby Off. I don't know, it could be vintage, potentially. I'm not too sure, but it looks like it's the same set. These are the same set, because they feel very similar. They look similar. So I think that's where they're from. Got a couple more cars left, and then we can move on to the last stuff. Here's a 2008 Mitsubishi Lancer Evo X. Well, it's not a 2008 model, but the Tomica car itself is. 2008. I bought this thinking I didn't have this, and then I got back home and seen it in my cabinet, and I've went, oh, I have two now. I can have one out of the box and one in the box. So this is, yeah, number 67. Take note of what it looks like on the box. You'd think it would look close to that, and then you take it out of the box and go, yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's just a red Evo X. Red being my favourite colour. Nice looking Evo. Got the Mitsubishi branding on there. I don't like the rims. The rims I just don't like on this. I would have rather the stockies on there. You know, the grille as well isn't detailed. The lights, just silver paint on there. But you know what? It's okay. It looks alright. It's an Evo X or Evo 10. You can call it whichever one you want. Fun fact, I have actually been in an Evo 5 and an Evo 10. I will never forget the time that I spent in an Evo 5. Holy moly. That was scary. And then we have this, which is the last Evo model that they made. Sad that they discontinued them. I love to collect all sorts of Mitsubishis and stuff, but to have the final edition one, I don't know, just it's something special to me, having the last Evo as a die-cast. This one looks a bit better. Even though it doesn't have opening doors and stuff, it just looks a little bit more accurate, because it's a premium one, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. You know, you got the black roof there, which I really loved about the later Lancers and stuff, how they had the black roof. It just looks really sleek. I don't remember where I got this one. I think I bought it from Toys R Us, but I don't know because I have a horrible memory. Even though I remember where I got most of my phones and stuff from, I don't remember any of this. I didn't know they had Matchbox in Japan, but they have Matchbox in Japan, and I got one from Japan. This is a Japan series, Mitsubishi Evo 4. It's got an opening hood, and this is what it looks like. And honestly, I prefer the detailing on this compared to the Hot Wheels stuff. Hot Wheels, I don't think I've seen much in Japan of. It's Tomica and Matchbox. This was at Toys R Us, and it was like 400 yen or something, but opening hood, you can see that sick 1.8 litre twin turbo. Was it twin turbo on the Evo 4? I think it was twin turbo. Was it just standard turbo? It's in a nice blue. Would have loved red. The paint on the lights kind of bothers me with Matchbox stuff, because it always looks like that. But then again, I'd rather it not be just like a slab of paint. It's got some detail to it. Yeah, you can see inside of it, it's fairly detailed, and at the back has a plastic spoiler, and then the Mitsubishi Lancer branding on the back there. It looks really, really sleek. You know, the opening hood is what got me. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll grab it. And I got this. So this is a vintage Neo Tomica car. Now this is a Mitsubishi Galant Eterna. The reason why I got this, which I seen plenty of these vintage Neo Evos, but I didn't get them. And I didn't know that they were so detailed, or else I would have got a bunch more of them and then ran out of money even quicker. But this was $27. And the reason why I got this is because when I was going to primary school, so 1999 or something. I was born in 93. When was I going to school? I don't know. The first car that got me to school was a Mitsubishi Sigma. That is what it was called here in Australia, but it's called a Galant in Japan. And this is what it looked like. It wasn't red though. It was, I think, a creamy color. But that's what this looks like. And it is super detailed. Like the interior is not just like a hunk of plastic. It's actually got a real decent look to it. The lights are separate pieces. You know, the number plate as well is a separate piece. The bumpers are all painted. You got the little writing on the side there. These are just excellent casts of the real deal. Really, really good stuff. And yeah, I wish I bought the Evos over there. There was an Evo right next to this one, but I went with this one because it's the model of car that I got to school in before my mum went to Ford. But yeah, it's really, really cool detailed stuff. That cast is just, it's amazing. I know I'm rambling about toy cars, I know, but I enjoy this stuff. I don't know, you folks out there might be like me and like this sort of stuff too. I don't know. I don't just like tech. I like other things too. One last Mitsubishi thing is this. Well, I have to zoom out a little bit. There you go. Now you can see the rest of the desk. This is the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 3 Models Collection. I think this was $25 Australian, or 2,500 yen. And I got this from one of the stores in Akihabara that was like a convenience store. They had like suitcases and stuff. Originally I found this at Toys R Us for 2,900 yen. Or $29. Then I found it at a hobby off for 3,500 yen. Then I went to this random store in Akihabara because I was buying a suitcase and I seen it for 2,500 yen. And I went, Okay, well, I'll grab that then. But it's 3 Mitsubishis for the price of 3. Yeah. The box has cutouts for 4 of them. Not that you can sort of really see, but there's compartments for 4 cars, but yet it only comes with 3. However, they're all premium models, so they do look pretty good. So there is a Evo 6, actually, Evo 6, and that's fairly detailed. The lights on there as well, you know, the grille, that looks really cool. So stoked with that. Another Evo 10, basically the same, the final edition one, same casting and stuff, just in blue. My favorite is this. So this is an Evo, actually is it an Evo 3? Evo 3? Yeah, Evo 3. That's what that looks like, and that's nice in red. Even the white rims as well, which really, mwah, looks nice. Interior's fairly detailed for what it is, but it's because it's red. You can't say no to a red Evo. I mean, come on, man. It's just sick looking. It's a pretty cool collection, having the 3 cars. Maybe they should have had like a 4th one as a secret or something, so then when you unboxed it, you'd get a 4th Evo. I don't know. Just thinking out loud. Last 2 Tomica cars. Had to get the Back to the Future Tomica car. Look at this. I think I got this from Toys R Us. I think it was 1,200 yen, I think, for this. Big fan of the Delorean. Love the Delorean. I've got it tattooed on me because it's an iconic car. And I love the detailing, the license plate and everything. The Hot Wheels castings are pretty close to this, but I'd say the Tomica one looks better, to be fair. It just has a lot more detail in it. You know, all the wiring and stuff. You got the DMC on there as well. So there's just something more detailed about this one, to be fair. So that was a really cool purchase. These were everywhere though, but they only had part 1. I don't think they had part 2 or part 3. Actually, no, they did have part 3 brand new, but I didn't get part 3 brand new though, and I'll show you that. So the last Tomica car is a Tomica. I'm pretty sure it's Tomica. This is the Back to the Future Part 3 DeLorean that goes back in time to 1885, and this one is ugly. It's not the same one as this is a newer one, so this is better castings, but this one just looks ugly. I mean, yeah, you got the flux capacitor and stuff, but look at the lights on the back. The lights are just blobs, and like all of this is just not that detailed at all. Even the DMC's missing off the front too. I think this was like $9 from Hobby Off or something like that, but it was the first DeLorean that I did see. It's miles ahead of, let me just get this one back out actually. Like, look at the differences. Look at this. So that's that, and then that. Look at the details. What was on their minds when they were doing the casts of this? That's just crazy. It's just totally different. I mean, the shape of the DeLorean is even different as well, and the colour. Better off getting this than one of these. This is just, you know, it is what it is. At least this one kind of sits up like in part 3. I guess it's kind of worth it. I'm sorry that went for so long. At least I've got to show you all of that. Okay. Alright, so let's put all these away and keep moving on. I've still got more to show you. Sorry, it's not the end of Tomica Cars. Got Mitsubishi Mirage, pink, purple-ish. Back opens, which is cool. This was like 100 yen or something from Hobby Off. It's pretty wrecked. Could restore it one day. Probably not. Okay, now move on. The rest of the stuff is just sort of miscellaneous, random stuff. So, for example, at Shinjuku, I believe, I got a sticker pack. As you go Back to the Future and the time circuits and stuff, it's a mobile sticker and they're waterproof. You got 3 stickers for 968 yen from Village Vanguard, wherever that is. Pretty sure it was Shinjuku, or no, Kyoto. I don't remember where it is. I'll Google it. This is pretty cool. Some stickers. Don't know if I'm going to stick them on anything, but they're Back to the Future. Which, yeah. It's cool. It's still cool. But the one thing I did get from Universal, which I've got some other ones that I got in my 2015 trip, Back to the Future Universal coin right there. That is the only one that I got. Unfortunately, it's bent, so I got to bend it back into place. Well, it's not perfect, but it's good enough, just for me, anyways. But yeah, that's the only thing I got from Universal. Well, was a coin. I think these were like 200 yen or something. It actually mints the coin in front of you. You put your money in there, and it just, and then when you get it out, it's nice and hot. Does that make sense? Yeah. I did get this fella from Book Off. It's from Kamen Rider, I believe. You know, it's like if Cyborg Frieza or Mecha Frieza was like a bloke in Kamen Rider. I don't remember how much this was, but I seen it and I'm like, that's pretty cool. Sad thing is though, it doesn't move. It doesn't articulate. It's just stuck. Like even the head. Maybe the head does. Oh, the head does move. Oh, if you call that moving. I mean, yeah, he's a pretty cool action figure though. Pretty detailed, but it's not really an action figure now, is it? Because it sort of sits just stationary. It doesn't even stand up, man. Probably supposed to have a little base that he sits on. Okay, I got these from Don Quixote. Don Quixote? I don't know. It has a mascot. I was going in there to find a suitcase, but they were too expensive. So, I got them from Akihabara. But these are little Kirby's. There's got a little Kirby in there. He's a little happy. He's just sliding there. These were 100 yen each. Or 110 yen. They had plenty of them. They had like a whole bucket full. Like, huge. So I just grabbed 2 because I like Kirby. Kirby's cool. Not that I've played anything past like Kirby 64, but Kirby's still cool. There were these Godzilla mystery bags that were, I don't even remember, 700 yen or something like that, $7 each. I picked one randomly. I've forgotten his name, but it's pre-Mothra, isn't it? But I don't even know what it's supposed to be. Is it Finger Puppet or something like that? Then when I went to Skytree with my friend, I went to one of the stores there, and they had a whole bunch of mystery bags again, and I was sort of picking up each one and feeling and going, is that Godzilla? I don't know. And then I felt this one and I went, that's King Ghidorah. So I got King Ghidorah here. It's just a bit of plastic, but like, it's not, that's not a good, no, that's not good at all. He looks dopey. Derp. It's cool nonetheless, I suppose. Speaking of Godzilla, okay, look at this little Godzilla. Look at this. It's adorable. It's so small. That's what she said. I believe I got this from one of the like souvenir places in Akihabara, and yeah, $7.15 for this, I think, plus tax. But it's a cute, itty bitty little Godzilla. He fell over. There we go. He can go and shoot flames and I don't know. Don't mind me having fun here. Okay. I did get some fridge magnets. I'll take a photo and show you what they look like. I don't remember how much I paid for them, but they're, you know, the posters of the films, which is pretty cool. They were the oldest ones that they had in stock. For some reason I have this. I think I got this given, yeah, on the bullet train. I believe this is just a wet towel, potentially, but I have it because I was just handing them out, and yeah, it's free. So this is just in my bag of random stuff. I don't know. It's Dandy House. I have a red marker that I bought from Daiso because I was going to draw on my case because my case was grey and didn't have any details on it. Didn't get to use it though, but it's a cool red marker. It was 110 yen. Daiso was amazing, by the way. Daiso was crazy good because I also got a Coke sock. Wait, though, that sounds bad. It's a sock for drinks, 350ml and 500ml, and it's a knit plastic bottle holder. And you put your bottle in there, and that's it. So it's a little sock for your Coca-Cola bottle. Or you could put Pepsi in there and be an absolute mad lad if you want. But yeah, this is from Daiso for 100 yen. Bought countless Hello Kitty stuff for Mum though. I can tell you all that. She was very happy with the amount of Hello Kitty stuff I got from Daiso. They had some crazy stuff in Daiso for Hello Kitty. I also got a Godzilla t-shirt because I have the tag here. It was Godzilla and that wave painting thing. It's, you know, it looks really cool. I don't even know where I've put it, to be honest. This was an expensive shirt. This was like a $40 shirt or something like that, but I wanted a t-shirt from Japan, so I actually got a couple while I was there. I don't know if you folks know of this place, but there is a place in Odaiba, and it's like the retro market sort of thing, and there's a place where you can buy lucky boxes. You go there, you shake a box, and you think, oh, does that have something good in it? They've got to contain something, and you win a prize. You can win like a PlayStation 5 and stuff like that in these boxes. And I bought a couple of them, and I got like 2 pencil sharpeners, some sort of makeup bag, and something else, and then this. So I thought I'll keep this. But this is a Street Fighter Champion Edition Chun-Li fan. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's the only thing I kept. I gave the rest to my mum. I don't know what she's going to do with it either, but yeah, I got this, so, you know, can fan myself. I've seen a number of people using these in Japan, actually, because it's very humid over there. I got some Pokemans. Yeah.
Pokemon cards. Me and Tommy Mac are taking down a truckload.
I just heard about they're gonna jack a load of these Pokemon cards.
Pokemon stuff. So I got a Master Ball here, which is empty. I swear there was something in here, supposedly, but there's nothing in there. I believe this is from Toys R Us, but it's just a replica Pokeball. So I was after the replica Pokeballs, like the metal ones. Couldn't find them anywhere. This was at Narita Airport. There was a Pokemon Center out there. I looked And I'm like, oh, they don't have Charizard, but they got Pikachu. I've looked and went, Snorlax would be funny, Mew would be cool. But I got, if I can open the thing, yep, there we go. I got a Gengar. I thought that was kind of cute. He is really, really cute looking. Just shoved in there. I don't even remember how much that was, to be fair. It's a neat little thing, isn't it? I think it's neat. I got this from one of the souvenir places in Akihabara. This is a samurai sword in display. It's Ninja. This is probably something really cheap. That's what it looks like. You can have it on that little display there, the samurai sword and stuff. I think this was like $16 or something, and I don't know what the gestures are for there. Maybe some sort of language thing or something cool, but I don't even know if I can do these finger gymnastics on the back here. Yeah, this is probably like the most souvenir-y, touristy thing I think I got, to be fair. I got a bunch of samurai swords and stuff when I was there in 2015, but just wanted something that's in a display. So now that I've showed it, I can actually take it apart and set it up somewhere. So I have the only piece of technology in this whole entire lot in my hands right now. I could do a full review on this, but I don't think it's worth it. This is a Bluetooth retro speaker from Daiso, and it was 700 yen, and you can get it in pink, blue, and white. I think I got blue? I don't remember. But for 700 yen, I thought it's a Bluetooth speaker, and I tried to win Bluetooth speakers, like little tiny ones, out of the claw machines, and it would go down, and then it'd pick it up and drop it. And that's claw machines in a nutshell in Japan. Oh, it's blue. It is blue, yes. And I am quite surprised by this thing. I didn't think it'd be anything too spectacular. But then when I powered it on and played BFG Division, I've just went, oh boy, that's actually got some punch to it. For $7 though, it's pretty good. You know, it looks like a record player there. You got the Spurker at the side there. You got USB Type-C, plays micro SD cards, and you got Type-A to just USB in there and off you go. Got little foam feet so it doesn't go anywhere. But if I power it on,
Bluetooth mode.
It doesn't say the Bluetooth device is connected successfully. I'm pretty sure I have it connected to my phone still.
Connected.
There we go. I'm connected. And then I'll go to YouTube and then BFG Division. Now you're probably asleep at this point in time, so I'm just going to wake you up casually. That's okay. So this is what it's like. Wait for it. Not bad. I mean, I've paid $5 for the Armor speaker and the PNY speaker, and they're a lot better. But this is a Bluetooth speaker. Well, it's not the best. It looks cool. You know, it's a retro speaker. Too bad the arm doesn't move, though, because it would have been cool. Or a wrecker, you know. Very cheap construction, though. And it's probably just generic Bluetooth speaker parts in here, though. I know I was at Daiso, I've seen it and grabbed it. It doesn't say any funny messages, though.
Power off.
I mean, apart from that. It was actually 770 yen because of tax. I forgot about the tax thing. That's the problem. You forget about tax. You see something and it's like, oh, that's cheap, and then you go through and it's tax. At this point, I have my Nintendo Museum stuff to show you, which there's not a whole lot. And then I have sneakers, which I'm not too sure if I want to show you as of yet. So let me show you this Nintendo Museum stuff, which, oh man, the Nintendo Museum was fun. We played the games on the giant controller. We had a look around, you know, all the prototypes and stuff like that at the Nintendo Museum. It was really great. Good stuff. I'm so glad we got to go there. And I highly recommend, if you're in Japan, go to the Nintendo Museum. It is so worth it. And you get a little card as well. See, you get a little card. It's got Mario on there. And this card has your credits on it. You get 10 coins, and that can be used for interactive stuff. So we played the giant controllers, the Nintendo Zapper gallery, shoot bang, and like the batting cages where you just whack the foam balls that come at you. That sounds bad. So that's a little collector's item there. But yeah, Nintendo Museum was great. It was well worth it. Much more exciting than Universal. Universal was just too packed, whereas the Nintendo Museum, they controlled how many people would go in there. You had to wait at certain areas. You'd get a specific time to be in the area, so everyone got a fair chance. Really good stuff. However, I've just realized that I've got a couple of things in the Nintendo Museum bag that don't have anything to do with the Nintendo Museum. Godzilla curry. I don't eat curry. But I seen this in one of the random stores and I purchased it, and shh, I forgot to declare this when I came back into Australia. You're supposed to declare food, and I didn't do it. It's illegal. Unfortunately, it got a little bit squished. But that's okay, though. At least I have Godzilla Cars. It's heavy. I don't know how much is in here, to be honest. It expires in 2027. I got like 3 years. No, 2 years. 2025, 2026, and a bit of 2027. So 2 years and a bit more to eat this, if I wanted to. I probably wouldn't eat this at all, because I don't like curry, as I said. That's okay. Then I have my Tokyo Skytree adult ticket, Tembo deck, and the Tembo Galleria ticket, and I got 5,000. I need to put this on my PC actually. I stick it on there. So yes, that's pretty cool there. Going into the Skytree in 2015 and then going back to the Skytree in 2024, I'm like, wow, nothing's changed. It's exactly the same. But nonetheless, it is still a really nice sight to just look at this, just stare at this, and it's amazing. And then they also give you a complimentary postcard if you purchase a bunch of stuff. So I guess it's not really complimentary now, is it? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Postcard to mail to your family members and say, "How I'm up here," and then you take the elevator and go up there and go, "I'm up here now." I reckon I could find the hotel we stayed in. Actually, can we? I know I took some photos like right there outside of it. I think I posted them on my Instagram. Yeah, we were like here somewhere. Well, somewhere here. I have more receipts in here, but I'm not going to look at them because I don't want to know how much I spent. So I have this. Now, what I was after at the Nintendo Museum was mini consoles. So like actual miniature replicas of Nintendo consoles. And when I seen this, I thought, finally, got it. Nice. It comes in an N64 box. That's really cool. It turns out that these are just stickers in here. In saying that though, it's not altogether a total loss. And I actually haven't even opened this to check the stickers in here, but the box is accurate to the Japanese N64. That is really cool. Wait, how do you open this? Oh, you've got to break through it. Oh, wait, no. Wait, here we go. And then you get all the stickers in here. Didn't get to see the stickers in the museum or anything like that. Just had a guess. But yeah, they had like Super Famicom and all that sort of stuff. But I like the N64 box. Couple of N64 controllers. Oh, you get some duplicates. Okay. Mario Artist, yep, couple of them. The N64 range, Zelda Majora's Mask, yeah, Majora's Mask it should be. A couple more N64, the expansion pack, Rumble pack actually, the Rumble pack. Different flavors of N64, which is pretty cool. The Nintendo 64 logo, the console itself, Super Mario 64, of course that was here. Get a couple of them, more Majora's Mask, Star Fox 64 or Lilac Wars. Yeah. The DD, the box art, Mario Artist for the DD as well. Yoshi Story. I was going to say Yoshi's Island, it's not Yoshi's Island. Super Mario 64 box art, which is pretty nifty. So you get 3 of each. Alright. Star Fox 64 box art, and then Yoshi's Story cartridge. So that's pretty cool. However, I think it was like 20 bucks for this sticker pack, which is probably not worth it, but you get a little mini N64 box and you get duplicates of the stickers so you can stick multiples on. Yeah, I'm only going to be at the Nintendo Museum once. I don't see myself ever going back there again, so it was worth it, alright? Now the next one I have is this. This is a replica cartridge, which at first you'd be thinking, oh my god, they actually sell, you know, reproduction cartridges in the Nintendo Museum. And that's what me and my friend thought. I think they had N64 ones, Famicom, all that sort of stuff. But I seen this, and I thought it was actually Super Mario World, because I can't read Japanese and I didn't want to pull out my phone and Google Translate because I'm lazy. I thought it was an actual cartridge. And then I found out what this is. And what this is paper in here. This is like a notepad sort of thing. It's a replica cartridge. It's the same molding and stuff. But you open it up, and there you go. You got little sheets of paper that you can note down stuff on and write down, hey, I need to buy milk and eggs and stuff and things, and that's basically it. But it was more the cartridge bit, and you could hide stuff in here if you want. You could put this with the rest of your actual Super Famicom cartridges and put hidden things in here if you want. Just an idea. Totally not hinting at anything there. So yeah, that's really cool. And look, it even has this sticker on the back, which is legit, like the real deal. I wonder if they had just like a surplus of these cartridges and they're just like, let's just cut them in half and just make them into notebooks. I don't think they would have done that, but it would have been funny if they did. And the last thing I got is this little fella. This is a Famicom Disk System disc. Well, kind of. What it is is you put your Suica card in there. I got Legend of Zelda. I think it's mystery, isn't it? Yeah, it's a mystery one. It's a replica disc system. Well, disc doodad thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, box art there for it. What you would do is you'd put your Suica in there, and then you would pull the Suica out like that, and then just beep. I assume that's all it does. Just a little card holder. Yeah, that's it. That's all it does. Nonetheless, it looks cool though. I have the disc system itself, but I don't have any discs. Once again, I'd like to think that it's a real disc that they've just converted into this to go, yeah, see, we've got a way to use them again. Don't even know how much it was. I don't remember how much the cartridge was either, but nonetheless, definitely cool. That's for sure. That's pretty much everything. I do have sneakers that I purchased. These were Nike acronym Blazers. I bought these originally at 2nd Street, and then I bought another pair at 2nd Street in red, burgundy, with like yellow detailing. I also bought Adidas Cross Yu-Gi-Oh shoes as well. They're a bit too big for me, but they were half price and I got them. And I also got a Nike hoodie as well, but I don't think it's worth showing the sneakers, to be fair, because they're just sneakers sort of thing. They were, I think, 40 each, and then the Yu-Gi-Oh shoes were like $25 or something, but that's not really important. The rest of the stuff was more important than sneakers. But there are a couple of things that I haven't shown you that I did get over there, but for the most part I've shown you pretty much absolutely everything that I got while I was in Japan, which in this video is mostly gacha stuff and cars. And I've been filming for 2.5 hours rambling to you all about all this stuff. However, if I had just done one single video showing you all of this, it would have been possibly like 4 hours long. That's why I split it into the parts, so it's a lot easier to take in instead of just all in one go. But yeah, that's everything that I got from my trip to Japan 2024. That's all of it. Definitely could have spent a lot more, but given that I put myself in a stupid situation where I was basically out of money, that was not a good idea. I spent enough. I got plenty of stuff that I'm happy with. I got all those phones. I'm very satisfied with everything I got. Mum got a whole bunch of Hello Kitty stuff, so everyone's happy in the end. I thoroughly enjoyed looking back over everything that I got from there in this little 3-part series. I'm sorry that I haven't been putting anything else exciting out as of recent, but things have been a little bit hectic on my side, but I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, and I thought, well, after finishing this, I can go back to reviewing other stuff, and you've got to see what I got from Japan. So I hope you've all thoroughly enjoyed this little 3-part series thing of me just showing you all the stuff, and if you want to see anything else in detail, feel free to let me know and I can do reviews on them. I'm not even sure which Japanese phones I want to show you all yet. A couple of people suggested stuff, but I don't know. I'm thinking what I should show you. Not too sure. I will get around to that. That was really fun having a look at all of that. I mean, look, a lot of the stuff you're probably going to be like, why did you even buy it? I don't know. I'm in Japan, man. I had a blast. But I'm pretty sure that majority of you are going to be like, this was the best. This right here is probably the pinnacle of collecting stuff in Japan. It doesn't get any better than having a server rack. A miniature server rack. Just sitting to the side with all the little components hanging off it and stuff. I should see if I can get a keyboard as well to add to it, because that'd be really cool. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and feel free to let me know what you thought of this down in the comments, and feel free to yell at me and say, SMOOREZ, you spend money on stupid things and stuff. I know, but when you're on a holiday, you're just in a different place, things happen, okay? Anthony, if you're somehow still watching this, yeah, that's all I bought. But it's finally time for me to stop reminiscing about Japan and call this one a video. As I said, I thoroughly enjoyed this. It's been a blast just going through all the footage and just hearing me so enthusiastically talking about all this stuff. So I hope you've also enjoyed it as well, as much as I've enjoyed looking back on this stuff. It's enough of Japan now. We're done with that. Let's move on to reviewing other stuff like I've been meaning to do, and get back to regular SMOOREZ content instead of just this sort of stuff. Thank you all for watching this 3-parter. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you all very soon for when I get back to reviews and stuff. I will get around to doing a couple of videos for you all before Christmas, and we'll go from there. But I am rambling so much, and it's 12:37 AM and I got things to do tomorrow, but that's okay. I had a blast, as I said, so thank you all once again for watching this one. I really do appreciate it, and as always, please take care, stay safe, be good people. I'll see you all in the next one, which will not be part 3 or part 4 to this. We're done with Japan now. Let's move on to bigger, exciting, better things and stuff and things. And yeah, so until the next time I see you all, take care of yourself, keep being awesome, and I'll catch up with everyone very soon. Bye for now. Take it easy. Bye. Thank you for watching. Bye. If you like this content, feel free to leave a like or a dislike if you didn't. Thanks heaps for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.